Those Who Lurk Underground. So, I received a message earlier today from Quinnigan. Quinn made it very well known to me that whenever Quinn and I tried to watch this years and years and years ago, Quinn was very much not into it. But Quinn has now said that since watching this, while editing it for us, Quinn has now fallen in love with this show.
He gave it to Quinn as a job, so he had no choice.
Yes, and now Quinn, my dude, is just like, I freaking love this show. I'm like, I know, right? It's great.
Like I said, it took me like 4 times to finally get into it. Like, it's like listening to the Dillinger Escape Plan. You just don't like it the first time.
And now that you're here, you enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great series.
It's all right. I don't know if I'd call it the greatest anime I've ever seen. Like, it's rated on my anime list, but...
I don't think it's the greatest.
This is literally in the #1 slot on my anime list. #1 anime of all time.
It's definitely top 10, maybe top 5. I mean, there's anime
I definitely so far wouldn't give this that it tops Cowboy Bebop.
No. Cowboy Bebop is special for just that reason. I love Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop did more in 2 episodes than this is done in 7. So
fair. But we're on episode 14 now. Those Who Lurk Underground. Or is it... Yeah, Those Who Lurk Underground. So, I guess let's check this out.
Did Quinn ditch on Cowboy Bebop too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Remember, that was just you, me, and Chad and Andrew.
I thought you said you had tried to watch it with Quinn, and Quinn was like, meh.
No.
Because I was like, I know what job Quinn needs next. Like, so
maybe.
Cowboy Bebop.
We'll see. There's other shows that we need to check out, though. But anyway, let us proceed with Fullmetal Alchemist episode 14. Here we go. Ah, yes, the gossip. Let it keep going.
What an interesting discovery for such a routine inspection.
Uh-oh.
Move in.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
I'll just be on my way now.
What? You coward!
Oh! Izumi!
What's wrong? You okay now?
No.
Still in the caterpillar.
Yeah.
Things have gotten a little out of hand, so we need to figure a way out of here.
I can't let you do that.
Oh.
This year marks my 60th birthday.
God damn, dude. 60 and you look like that? Shit. What regiment are you on and where can I get it?
Retire.
Ooh.
The old man's
Like, if I couldn't grow that back, I'd be upset right now.
Yeah. Jesus, he's dicing him up.
I also like how this is the 2nd day in a row we've watched someone's arm get cut off in an anime.
You're right.
That literally happened in Slime yesterday. To someone who didn't care that they lost their arm either.
Okay.
Buff on buff.
Beef on beef. Literally, because he's part cow. Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Some boxing techniques.
Of course. Armstrong's a freaking beast, dude.
Ooh.
Trading. Blow for blow. Shot for shot.
Major!
Holy shit.
Whoa!
Ooh. In a hallway that small, if somebody goes full auto, even if you got smoke cover, you're still probably going to get shot.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, he's got one too.
Protection of your ultimate shield.
What is that? What does that symbol usually dictate?
What?
What does that symbol usually mean?
One of the 7 sins.
Do us a favor, kid, and get her out of here. Protect her.
You're not gonna make me sit here and watch my friend
Damn.
get killed, are you? They asked me to protect you.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Like human sacrifice to unlock the memories?
Yeah. Martel's blood where it splashed onto his. He remembers now.
Are you okay? You're covered in blood.
So are you, bud.
I couldn't save her.
Come on, let's go home, okay?
It was literally her fault. She didn't want to be saved.
She had a death wish, basically, unfortunately.
Is the country really in so much trouble that you'd need the help of someone like me?
Well, I will be back. I'll keep my fingers crossed that when I do return, perhaps you'll have had a change of heart.
There's something
I'm kind of wondering if he's actually one of the 7 deadly sins, or if he's like the original like creator of them, like outside of the 7. Because I'm thinking about what other sins there are, and the only thing I can think of is Wrath, but he doesn't really make a lot of sense for Wrath with the way he acts.
Well,
because he's too calm and cool, you know.
Well, the thing with Wrath is, it may seem in the beginning calm and cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, it may seem calm and cool in the beginning, but honestly, it's that kind of wrath that scares people the most, that come from the calm and the rational.
Yeah.
Because they've held it all in.
Devouring flame, essentially.
Also, he was behind the state alchemist going to Ishval, so...
Yeah. So, there are
like
things...
I said, he's a bad guy, obviously.
So, the Ouroboros tattoo has appeared on every deadly sin so far. Greed, envy, gluttony, and lust. But which one is he? Because we have sloth, wrath, and pride. Those are the 3 left.
He could be pride.
That could be true.
That could be what he could be. Sloth, I'm assuming, is going to be someone who can put people to sleep, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Otherwise, like, if they don't care to do anything, then they're not really going to be a big player, probably.
Probably. We'll see. But, anyway.
Colonel Hughes,
Oh, that's right. They don't know.
do not do anything rash.
Why didn't he tell him?
Well, it was definitely weird. But unfortunately, I didn't find out anything about how to get our bodies back. And it all had something to do with the Philosopher's Stone and those Ouroboros guys. He said he was trying to gather info on them.
Does that mean that Al's going to be able to do alchemy without a circle now?
Potentially. I mean, but you have to think, you know...
I just can't remember.
Does it require a physical connection? Because does it still require a human body?
I was just trying to think, like, if he's even been an alchemist to start with. I can't remember.
He is. Him and Ed were like the ones that activated the circle that took Al's body away. Like, they activated it together because they're both alchemists. They're both very talented.
So I know they made Ed a state alchemist, but I don't know if Al's just considered like his.
Well, he's not.
Al draws the circles.
Yeah,
he's done that before. Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, and state alchemists, you know, that's just a certification you get from the state that enables you to like dip into grant money for you to use for state-sponsored research. Yes, whereas alchemists are free to roam about and do whatever they please. You know, it's just, you know, they practice that form of alchemy, but it's only the people with the understanding of alchemy and the understanding of it so that they can execute it. So, yeah, it's just...
Obviously, they're government dog at that point, too. So.
Sometimes, but then there's ones like Izumi, you know, teacher, who basically shrugged off like being a dog of the government and just does alchemy of her own free will. She looks at... She's a more purist of an alchemist. She doesn't do alchemy unless it absolutely calls for it. If something can be solved with brute force or with a little bit of ingenuity, she'd rather do that than use alchemy, because she doesn't want to have alchemy be used as a crux. She basically wants to live life as best she can, but with the understanding of alchemy and everything else, she basically can do what she pleases.
She's not an alchemist. She's a housewife.
Exactly.
It also seems a little weird that the Führer himself would lead an attack against such a small group.
That's another thing, too.
It seems both Fullmetal's younger brother and their teacher are worthy candidates for human sacrifice. Oh, and one other thing. I made an unexpected catch.
But we have to keep him working.
Oh.
Sorry to say it,
Damn.
it's kind of depressing.
So that leaves Wrath and Pride.
Who's the new addition?
I am Wrath the Furious.
Wrath.
There we
Fuhrer,
go.
King Bradley, and Wrath.
Your father does not wish to see such ugly behavior. You are both my son, and you are a piece of my soul.
Are you
So why would you
kidding?
betray your loving father?
I'm surprised you ask.
And if I were to ask you to return and work for me again?
Never.
Prepare to be uncreated.
Basically. Within every homunculus, there exists a substance. Basically, a philosopher's stone. Every homunculus has one in it.
That stuff they just gloss over in this one?
What?
What you just told us.
No.
Then why'd you tell us?
Well,
You're spoiling stuff.
not really. I mean, you gotta think about it.
Does make sense.
Oh, Celine, you'll never guess who I ran into down south. The Fullmetal Alchemist.
You saw the little alchemist? Can I meet him sometime, Father?
You never know, Celine. Maybe you will help me out someday.
That's ominous.
The revelation on who Father is. That's something that... So, from here on out, this is where everything intersects, and now we are in what was never covered in the original series. Period. Like, everything after this. And that caught me off guard, because I was just like, huh. So this is way different than what originally happened. And honestly, from here on out, I didn't know what to expect. And honestly, it's been so long since I've seen this. There are things that, like I explained the situation with the Philosopher's Stone. I mean, if you think about it, in order for a homunculus to regenerate the way they do, like Greed did over and over and over again, that breaks the law of equivalent exchange. So in order to get that,
I guess so.
you have to have that. And what is the catalyst for a Philosopher's Stone?
Life.
Soul. Yeah, basically human life. So you have to think to yourself, how many lives have been taken just to make that many homunculi in order to create that many Philosopher's Stones for them to be able to do what they do? It's terrifying to think about.
Yeah.
Where would they get all that life?
The prison.
And war.
Also true, I guess.
And who better to incite the conflicts of war
Then Wrath.
than the Fuhrer himself? Because all it takes is him just eyeing up somewhere that doesn't agree with him and just be like, I don't like them. Kill them all. There you go.
Essentially what he did.
Exactly. And we got a little dose of that today when we saw what he did in the basement of the Devil's Nest when he took out when he basically ordered all of his men to basically kill
Execute all the
quote unquote freaks.
Yeah.
And
Chimeras.
yes.
So the other thing is, like, was it Greed that was making all those chimeras, I'm guessing?
No. All of the Chimera that were serving with him were basically former government experiments. He broke them out and he basically said, "Hey, you can either die, in their prison, or you can die fighting alongside me. What's it going to be?"
I'm guessing, like, the others that weren't part of the main group that were in that one hall that they shot were just others he broke out that he just kind of let chill in the sewers or whatever.
More than likely. That's the thing with it is
They also seemed like they were more, like, transformed and less human than the rest of them.
Yeah. Also, certain homunculi are able to, hold back their animalistic look. Sort of like Roa, the cow guy, was able to, hold back what he looked like.
You mean
then
chimeras can
Yeah.
hold back their stuff?
They can hold it back, and then they can basically bring it out whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And Roa brought it out against Armstrong, and he basically stood on equal footing with Armstrong. That just shows you how big of a freak Armstrong is in terms of his power.
You're good. I'm just making sure I'm not on your blanket where you can
So yeah, that's the whole deal with Greed and his merry band of, well, now dead Chimera. So yeah. Anyway, I guess that's going to do it for this one.
And
So,
I'm guessing that their father is probably Pride. Because I'm assuming he's probably pretty damn proud of himself to have done all this.
Probably, because they didn't mention Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with the reveal of that right there...
So we know Sloth is a big guy that's being put to work somewhere doing something, and then we know that Wrath is Fuhrer now, so...
Yeah.
That leaves Pride, and unless Pride has not been made yet, then I would assume that he's going by Pride as, like, being super proud of himself and all his alchemy shit he's figured out.
Probably. And also, the thing with the other reveal was... In the original series...
Also, isn't making a homunculus, is that also considered human transmutation?
To an extent, yes. Because you're using a Philosopher's Stone.
I'm assuming it falls into, like, creating a person, or, like, bringing a person back to life, creating a person, putting a person with something else, like making a chimera would fall into human transmutation, I would think.
Well, here's the problem. Human transmutation... is possible with a Philosopher's Stone. If you have a Philosopher's Stone and you insert that in to the mix, then basically the Philosopher's Stone will act as the soul. But it will not be the soul that the person had when they died. So, effectively, you can create artificial humans
like
and then insert whatever you want into them.
It's kind of like
as
a
their
processing core that's pre-programmed or whatever, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
And also, would touching someone and transmuting something from their body into something else, would that count as transmutation, human transmutation?
Potentially, like that's
so
medical.
Kind of like what it looks like Scar does to people when he touches them.
Except instead of it destroying, instead like recombined and recreated. Potentially, because that's the thing with it. That medical technology hasn't really been perfected yet. Although there are alchemists who specialize in it, like Marco. Remember, he showed them the Philosopher's Stone that he used to heal people.
Yeah,
and that's basically what he did. He basically used that to give people their arm back, or give people their ability to walk back, or their eyesight back. He was able to basically do that because he was able to cheat. And unfortunately, with the situation with Marco, where the homunculus, they found him, that doesn't bode well for him. But it is possible for you to human transmute. It's just you need the right materials to do that, and also just it requires an extensive knowledge of human physiology.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this one. So let's go ahead and move on into the next one. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and end this here. So until next time, everybody, I'm Nate.
I'm Kate.
I am Nick.
Y'all take care, be good people, and we'll see you later.